local self-governance. When the last surviving veteran of the Battle of Lexington and Concord was being interviewed by a young newspaper reporter in 1826, Captain Levi Preston told the reporter, said, "Young man, what do you want to know?" And the reporter, young man, said, "Well, Captain, we want to know why you went to go fight the British that day. Was it because you were inspired? Was it because you were mad about the tea tax?" And the Captain Preston said, "No, young man, we never drank the foul stuff, and the boys all threw it in the harbor anyway, so there was no tea to drink." Okay, well, Captain Preston, if it wasn't the tea tax, you fought the British that day because you were mad about the Stamp Act, right? And he said, "No, young man, I never used a stamp. I never saw one. I could care less." Okay, well, Captain Preston, you know, they told us in college that you fought the British that day, and the American Revolution was triggered because you were inspired by the great thinkers of the era and the spirit of liberty that permeated the land, and writers like Locke and Hobbes and Montesquieu, right? And Captain Preston said, "No, young man, I don't know who those people are." He said, "The only books we had in our home were a Bible, a hymnal, and a farmer's almanac." I don't know what you're talking about. And the young man said that, you know, and this is certainly true today, as most generations are. He said, "Captain Preston, my generation will never understand you. What made you go fight that day? Why did you go fight the greatest power on the face of the earth? You're just a farmer with a musket, and you could have all been slaughtered. What made you go fight the British that day?" And I'll never forget what he said. Captain Preston said, "Young man, we fought the British that day because we had always governed ourselves, and we always meant to. And they were trying to stop us." And that's what it's all about today. That's really all it's about today, is we have always, particularly in Texas, governed ourselves. We just want Texans to run Texas, and we always meant to. And this is a great opportunity, a historic opportunity. I think God's done this to us, put us through this trial and tribulation, not only to test us, but to wake us up, scare us half to death, and get everybody energized and mobilized. It's a great opportunity for us to have a revolution at the ballot box, as it's supposed to be, and sweep them out and elect a constitutionally conservative majority that is going to restore this balance, the checks and balances designed by our founders and the individual freedom that they treasured so much they'd go fight the greatest power on the face of the earth.